Gary Vee, an entrepreneur, master businessman, owner of VaynerMedia, and mentor to hundreds of thousands or even more through his online presence, gave me 5 weight loss tips that truly rocked my world. Gary Vee's tips changed my weight loss journey entirely, as he unknowingly inspired me to go all in, to document my journey, and to crush my weight loss goals. His 5 tips are key to weight loss success. Let's get into it.
Everybody's making New Year's resolutions right now, but I can't wait. Mark the date, D-Rock. As soon as I'm done with this rant, put on your calendar. February 19th. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna be like, it's your February 19th resolution. How's your New Year's one going? I know how it's going. Not well. So you gotta make the binary switch. If you can make that binary switch of like, I'm gonna work a lot. I'm not gonna have excuses anymore. I'm gonna be very patient. Just making that switch of going all in.
We're gonna be working out while I share these 5 tips. So let's go into tip number 1.
Gary Vee's first tip is that there is no secret. You have to get your mind fit first. You have to work a lot. You have to quit making excuses. And you have to be very patient with yourself. I have spent the past 7 months getting my mind right. Patience does not come natural to me, not at all. Slow does not keep my attention. It has been work, a lot of work, and not the type of work that I'm good at. I'm very good at putting my shoulder to the wheel or putting my head down and just slinging it out. But this isn't something that I've been able to just sling out. I've had to pay attention. I've had to be patient. I've had to be kind to myself through the process. And that is a hard thing to do. And I love his phrasing that you have to get your mind fit first. In the clip I showed from his video, he references February 9th as like a day to follow up on people's New Year's resolutions. I love how in line that is with the fitness cliff. And I just want to encourage you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you started and failed. If you just started, like, we've got this. It's about the long game. So little mistakes, stumbling and falling, or failing to start, it's fine as long as you start. So start now. Get back up now. Let's do it now.
So this is made up of 3 circuits, and I'm mostly targeting the butt, but mostly trying to get my heart rate up and burn as many calories as possible first thing in the morning, you know? Let's continue.
Gary Vee's second tip is to stop chasing fast results. He says passion is key. And while most people probably aren't going to be passionate about losing weight, I think having no balance in your life is unhealthy to a degree on a weight loss journey. Finding happiness along the way is key. Like, you have to enjoy the journey. You have to enjoy the process. And when you get your mind right that you don't need to chase fast results, there's no shake that you're going to be able to take to get you there. You're going to have to put in work, and you're going to have to start where you are and build those habits. So it takes time. It takes time to start with just one thing, just one habit, just a little bit more water, just a little bit more movement. It takes time to build, but you build momentum and you propel yourself forward with more good decisions than bad as you work to slowly build them. I love that he says everything good that has happened to him has been slow. In his life, he's worked so hard to build his businesses. He built his father's business before building his businesses. He has a fascinating story, and I highly recommend looking into it if you haven't. But I love that. Stop chasing fast results. Gary Vee's tip number 3 is to stop judging yourself. Focus on the process. Focus on things that really matter. And I love in the clip that I'm about to play that he says that it's all about self-love and strategy. And as we've already discussed, the long game.
You know, I think it's self-awareness, but then also not over-judging yourself, Emma. I think the reason people struggle is they beat themselves up. And I'd like everybody to have a little more compassion and sympathy for themselves during this time. AKA, if you did gain 15 pounds in this year, it's okay. When we get back to normal and you can go and do what works for you, in the next year you'll lose that. And so enjoy the crack, the candy while you can. So I think it's a balance of strategy and self-love.
I think that self-love is so important because loving yourself every step along the way is how you make the best choices for yourself. It's how you allow empathy and you listen to your body and you make the changes that you need to make because you understand that you're worth it. You're worth the work it takes to make the change to live a healthy, happy life. And I just love that. Let's move on to number 4. Nothing holds you back more than your own excuses.
Everybody's their own roadblock. Good news, Trey, you aren't alone. Every one of us here are our own biggest roadblock. You know that, right? And your ability to persevere through the people around you that are looking to keep you down because they have their own pain. Well, you have the ability to put positivity in your ears and not listen to that shit.
So I believe that this is so powerful here. Nothing holds you back more than your own excuses. And we make excuses and reasonings for everything. And doing that prevents us from success. Action over reason, action over excuses all day because there won't be any progress until we start moving. So maybe there's 50 reasons that you feel you're not going to be successful on your weight loss journey this time, or you've slipped and you've messed up and now you feel like it's all over and you can't do it. You can. You just have to keep moving forward. You have to keep making one healthy decision at a time. And I love if you pair this with stop judging yourself. Also, don't let other people judge you. It's your journey. My weight loss journey is my journey. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks about my rate of weight loss. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks about my workouts. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks I can or cannot do. It's my weight loss journey and I'm moving forward. And I know you can too. We just have to move. We have to stop judging ourselves. We have to stop making excuses and we have to move forward. Let's talk about number 5, Gary V's 5th tip. Gary's 5th and final tip is to put in the work and be patient. Real success takes time. And it's all about that work, putting in the work day in and day out. And the change will come and it may take a while. So having that insane amount of patience with yourself, and patience is something that I struggle with so hard. I found a video from Gary V's old trainer and he made an entire video on macro patience and micro speed, which is something that Gary V used to preach. So I thought I would share a clip from that and then react. So I'll see you in a second.
Be patient and understand that from where you are right now is probably going to take years to get to a point where you really want to be. You need to have that patience. Equally as important, on the other side, you have to put in the work. You have to be eating right on a consistent basis. You have to be going to the gym consistently. You have to follow one program at a time. You can't be jumping from program to program to program to program every week or 2 weeks. Too many people follow something for a week, 2, maybe a month, and they switch. Because oh, it wasn't working. What do you mean it wasn't working? You didn't give it enough time. You weren't patient enough. You have to be consistently crushing it, working hard, eating well, sleeping well, working hard in the gym over and over and over again for years, understanding the whole time that your body will not drastically change in a week or a month or every 6 months. It will take a lot of time and patience along the way. And this is the quintessence of macro level patience, micro level speed. Understanding that it will not happen in a short time frame along the same lines. You still have to work hard every single day. This is why most people fail, because they're doing one or the other and not both. If you really want to achieve an extraordinary level of success, you have to be both outrageously courageous and unbelievably relentless and ruthless with your execution every day. Eat well, train hard, sleep well, and at the same time, ruthlessly patient. And understand, that as hard as you work, you're still not going to see the results as quickly as you want. And when you understand that, when you get the macro patience, micro speed, when you really more than just see it, but you internalize it, game over.
I love how much this bonus footage from Gary Vee's trainer really just brings it all together. That macro level patience mixed with that micro speed. It's all about accepting that things need to happen over a long period of time. That's going to be a lot of hard work for a long period of time. I get so much criticism about the pace of my journey, and this is what is right for me, and it does not matter. It does not matter when I criticize myself. It doesn't matter when other people criticize me as the pace. I'm focused on the process, doing things, making incremental change, continuously improving, and being honest with myself and making those changes. And I think that's what's led me to 7 months. And maybe it's not, you know, the Biggest Loser show. It's not that dramatic. It's not as fast as people watching may like. But I have had so much success, so many wins, and they're building. That momentum is just propelling me forward on my weight loss journey. And I am so grateful to Gary Vee, his encouragement, motivation, and support, even though he has no idea who I am. I don't think I would be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for his words of encouragement and advice. So anyway, love some Gary Vee. If you haven't checked out his channel, be sure to go and check out his trainer's channel. It's pretty awesome. And if you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe, if you want to follow along on my journey, of course, to lose 200 pounds. And if you are already here, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.